What's good, YouTube? It's Aquarius of Earth and Prophecy, and today's topic is about the Clippers. Now, obviously, we all know that they had a lot of playoffs failure, and I just want I just want to run you down on a few teams that they, failed to beat. Um, so before I start, I just want to say that the reason why I believe that the Clippers are going to win it this year is because of Rondo. Obviously, nothing to take away about Kawhi. I think Kawhi is probably going to be second on that team. Paul George, if he shows up, third. Um, they got the pieces. They got the pieces. They got rid of Lou Williams. A lot of people didn't like that move, but it brought. I think it kind of flexed them in a little way. Um, I think that sometimes people tend to bash them because they had a lot of playoff failures, you know? So I just think in my heart that adding Rondo was a missing piece because what Patrick Beverley gives you is defense, okay? He's not a leader of a point guard. That's Rondo's job. So Rondo can make everybody around, not really everybody around him better, but he can make the offense more fluent. You know what I'm saying? So whoever the Clippers face in the Western Conference Finals, they're gonna beat them, advance to the NBA Finals, and they're gonna win it in six. Okay, so for y'all, so when I get on here and when they win, don't say I didn't tell you so. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make you look like I don't want it to be an excuse. So yeah. So first of all, we got 2013. They faced the Grizzlies in the first round, and they blew a 2-1 lead. No, they blew a 2-0 lead, and the series ended in seven. Okay, 2014, they made it to the Western semifinals. Okay, they were 1-0 against the OKC, and the series ended in six. Okay, 2015, they were up 3-1 against the Rockets. That series ended in seven. 2016, the first round 2-0 against the Blazers. That game ended in six. 2017, they're up 2-1 against the Jazz. That game ended in six. And we all know the famous one, 2020. They were up 3-1 against the Jazz, and in the Western semifinals, and that game ended in seven. So, what makes this different? Like I said, Rondo was the missing piece. Rondo was the missing piece. With like, can't you see the signs? Lakers is dealing with injuries, right? Nets are dealing with injuries. Yeah, Clippers, they have their injuries as well, but not significant like those two teams, you know. And I don't want to put injuries in this conversation because everybody wants to be healthy, right? Like who wants to beat a handicapped team, a team that don't even have 100% of their star players, and when they do all come back, they still may not be at 100%. Take Bam Adebayo last year. Bam Adebayo came back and he was roughly 70, 60%. He was not even 100% himself. So, like, you're not going to automatically, the LeBron, Drummond, AD, they're not all going to come back at 100%. AD might come back at 70. Drummond might come back at 50. LeBron James might come back at 80. Not even at 100% because bones take time to heal, you know? So it's not like a voodoo type situation where you could just cast a spell and then they're all at 100%. Same thing with the Brooklyn Nets, you know? I mean, look how long KD's been out for, you know? James Harden is going to miss his first action since, he was with the Houston Rockets, you know? And Kyrie Irving, he's just up and down. So if you look at the teams in the West, the Clippers, yes, again, they're dealing with injuries. Ibaka and Patrick Beverly didn't even play in that game Sunday. So that goes to tell you Clippers was at 100% and they still won by a big margin. So I just think that this year is different. Like I said, man, I think they was just missing Rondo. I think they was just missing I think they was just missing an elite point guard. A point guard that can just space the floor, knows what he's doing. Rondo is a two-time NBA champion, so he knows what it takes. Patrick Beverly is not, and once you have that championship pedigree in your resume, it carries from team to team to team. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think that the Clippers are gonna win the whole thing. I know I picked them last year. I know a lot of people are still counting about them giving a 3-1 lead, but I'm pretty sure things are going to turn around for the better. Um, so yeah, so like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.